This is done.
All Things Paranormal. We are back once again. This makes 2 in a row.
3. 2.
No, we missed it.
No, wait, this is number 2 in a row.
Yeah, we was on vacation.
Yeah, that's right.
So we did 2, off 1, did 2. You know, I see a pattern.
So yeah, we can see all 3 on the next one, huh? Well, I hope not.
Yeah, hopefully we can have another one.
We're here for your viewing pleasure.
For your viewing pleasure. So anyway, tonight we're going to discuss...
I don't know. It's kind of like a mystery to me every day.
Yeah, pretty much. Today we're going to discuss Paranormal Case 4.
Huh? That is...
So anyway, I was sitting over here and I was going to go into...
That's the same. I have the same thing. So I know what you're feeling right here. So maybe
I was going to go off into one direction for the show tonight, and ended up changing the show halfway through the middle of it, thinking, man, I think we're going to do something different. So anyway, we're going to discuss different things like why is it possible for paranormal things to happen?
why?
Why? Well, I don't know why.
Let's discuss it.
That's the reason why. But first of all, you know, I guess if you want to call it the subtext of the show tonight, is keeping an open mind.
Let's keep an open mind.
So now there's all different types of paranormal things. You know, you got aliens, cryptozoology, ghosts, and stuff like that. And let's just go like cryptozoology. Back in 2008, you see that right there?
That looks like pieces of zebra and a alpaca or whatever.
Yeah, that's called an okapi.
They liked it, so they said it twice, huh?
Yes, sir. It's called an okapi, and they actually discovered it in the Congo in 2008, and it had been going for years and years and years, and people says, hey, we're seeing this thing right here, sending it out, and everybody's like, no, ain't no way in heck that thing even exists. Well, lo and behold, somebody had a trail cam out and on the Congo and found a picture and took a picture of it. Well, then they started really going after it and looking. Now, you know, why is that relevant?
Because that's the same thing like Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
That's right.
You know,
everybody says he's real, and then you turn around and...
Everybody knew Bigfoot was real.
Yeah.
And then in 1954, I believe, 64, when the 1964, when the Patterson tapes come out, all of a sudden now, hey, look, let's everybody just start looking.
Yeah.
Now, you know, and here's something else too. I'm just going to throw this out there. The first thing that everybody says is, why can't you have a clear picture of an alien? Well, or a clear picture of a Bigfoot. Well, right now, the best cameras we got is sitting in our pockets, and that's our cell phones. All right?
And that's now. That's not then.
Back then, nobody, you had the old 35 millimeter cameras and stuff. Yeah. Now, if you want a camera that's going to sit out there and throw a picture at 1,000 yards away,
like professional photography type.
Yeah, where you can see the hair on a dude's eyelash, then and you can do it at night. Then let me tell you something. You're going to be spending between $20,000 and $40,000 for that one camera, and I don't know of anybody out here, short of government agencies, that will spend that kind of money.
But then you've got to be at the right place at the right
time. That's right. So anyway, there's other different kinds of animals out there that was discovered. Let's go with number, I think it's going to be picture number 2. How about that little fella? Everybody knew that some gun existed, but nobody ever found it.
No, is that devil thing?
Tasmanian devil.
Yeah, Tasmanian devil.
So it was, I mean, and they found that. In fact, I think they said it was making a comeback for a little while, and they started discovering more than just one. So you got that. How about the platypus? Nobody ever thought the platypus was, you know, a mammal that would sit up there that lays eggs and breathes air and is not a reptile and poisonous. now I have to check on the poisonous part, but that's what it said, is that the platypus, and everybody just knew that something like that didn't exist. Well, I mean, daggone.
There it is.
Komodo dragon was discovered back in 1922, and then they filmed it back in the 30-something again.
You know, I heard a figure one time that somebody got up there and said that something like 60-something% of the people actually believe in Bigfoot.
You say nobody.
And everybody talks, but you don't hear about the 60%.
Everybody can get up
you
there.
hear about the 40%.
And the thing is, it's not as prominent as it was before. But back in the 50s and 40s, if you come up with something that was paranormal, everybody talked shit about it. I mean, everybody talked bad about you.
Yeah.
But now.
Yeah, you was a witch before that, before the 1800s. You was a witch.
That's right.
And the 1700s, you was fried on a stick.
So, and almost every state around has something like, let's go, Florida has a skunk ape. West Virginia, the Mothman. Kentucky has the Pope Lick Monster.
Well,
but you figure that comes from Kentucky. But anyway, Missouri has Momo. South Carolina has a Lizard Man. Carolina got Nobby. I guess they just can't name him Bigfoot. It's got to be Nobby. Let's go.
Maybe Texas needs to get a Nobby.
We got big Nobbies. Yeah, I mean, just go up there north, man. They had some throwing rocks at people, a while back. Arkansas, you got the Folk Monster. You also got the Ozark Howler. Now, what's interesting is with the Ozark Howler.
The Howl, the Ozarks?
Well, it's, they're saying this thing is like a giant panther or a cougar. We have one of those down here, or we did. I haven't heard of one in a little while, but
Hey, Addie, I miss you, baby.
But they got people sitting over there and saying that they have different kinds of cats, big cats running around, and we're not talking like the standard size cougar. We're talking about these are massive sized cats. And believe it or not, one of these days somebody's going to either find it or find a skeleton of one. You can go to like Maryland and New York. They got even Maine. They got Champ, Cassie,
but
these are all lizard style, like Nessie style stuff from Loch Ness.
Hey, Addie, did you like your gift that Papa sent you? I don't know if your mom and daddy or the school liked it too much, but I was glad to see you get some.
That's cool.
I'll send her a big old box of Fun Dip.
Oh yeah, it got to be good. Indiana has the beast of Busco. Now Busco is in Indiana is more like a gigantic turtle.
Huh.
So all this stuff right here falls within the cryptozoology. Washington, Oregon, California has a Bigfoot. So this things right here fall within the realm of cryptozoology. And people's like, man, I just don't believe in all that stuff. Well, you got a lot of people seeing it, or they wouldn't even have names for all this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's stuff everywhere. I mean, different things. But everybody's got a different name. Could be for the same thing or for something different. Like a skunk ape could be like a Bigfoot, but then you get like over in Australia and you got the Yowie.
Yeah,
and could be the same thing.
So you got the different cryptozoological animals running around, and one of these days, hopefully some of them, because you're not going to get them all, because eventually things are going to run extinct, maybe. But we'll go on that here in just a second. But like in the Okapi back in 2008, nobody ever even thought that was being around. Everybody kind of seen one every once in a while, but nobody knew it. Like, oh no, you didn't see it. You only caught the half end of a zebra, or you caught the whatever. And the next thing you know, you start, somebody gets a picture of it, and you're like, wow, let's go check this out.
Yeah.
I mean, the Congo is huge.
Yeah. And it's like anything else. So, just my part for Bigfoot, because I kind of like Bigfoot, but Every continent in the world just about has a primate.
Yeah.
Except for the United States.
Yeah.
So,
Come on.
I mean, we actually got some monkeys in Texas.
Where?
That's off one of them ranches up there that they got loose, and they've been running around and breeding and
Somebody
stuff.
imported them, like.
Yeah, they was over there raising them or whatever, then they got loose out of like one of the things.
Well, it's not such a far thing because you got down
Yeah.
in Mexico the little limas or whatever they call them.
Yeah.
Things, you know.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is jump a creek.
Yeah, and there they are.
But just because something doesn't show up does not necessarily mean that it doesn't exist. You know, we got like aliens flying around, and people seen aliens, thousands of people, millions of people. In fact, there's a lot of people, I think it's 52%, I'd have to look at the numbers again, believe that there is aliens.
And then, but then you also have like probably another 25% that seen it and don't believe it.
Yeah.
And just say, oh, okay, well, it's something else.
Now, I like to throw some numbers out there just to see, just so kind of throw some relevance to this.
Oh, keep
We're
going.
moving right along. All right. If every American, and I heard this the other day, this is what got me thinking when I was trying to do this show. If every American had 1 acre of land, each one of us, kids, you, me, 1 acre of land, then we would all fit in Alaska. Think about that.
That's how big it is.
That's how big it is. Everybody could have 1 acre of land in Alaska and still
Everybody fit there.
everybody fit there. Now we have
That's crazy.
370 million people, rough there's about, in the United States, that everybody could have an acre of land. All right. The USA has 1.9 billion acres in it. So, if everyone in the world was to have, everyone in the world now, we're not talking about just the United States, we're talking about the whole wide world, had a quarter of an acre, we could all fit in America.
That's a lot of people pretty close.
That's a lot of people sitting there, but let me tell you something, that's a whole big wide world put in the United States, and we all got a quarter of an acre.
Man, can you imagine the septic system that would have to deal with that?
And that,
Woo!
you most definitely know what Jim had for dinner.
We're gonna go to commercial.
Oh,
Maybe.
I think I have ghosts. It's time for me to call All Things Paranormal.
And you too can have your own All Things Paranormal Ghost Detection Refrigerator Magnet. Patent pending. Now, when a ghost gets up there and sees it and throws it on the floor, pick it up and look at it and call the number that's on the card and say, hey, All Things Paranormal, I've got a ghost. Now, in order to get one of them, you got to take it and submit a story for story time, and we'll take it and mail it to you and make sure that we get your address and phone number. So,
that commercial was brought to you by our sponsors.
Our sponsors. Us.
So anyway, let me find my spot again so we don't get sidetracked. All right, now let's throw this out here for different types of things here. There is 139.5 million square miles of ocean.
Can you imagine what's all out there? There's stuff out there that they don't even know about.
That's 139.5 million square miles. Now that makes a 1 mile square. That's a square this way, a mile this way, a mile this way. That is
Is it square miles or cubed miles?
Well, I don't know. Well, some of them's not that deep.
Yeah.
But it's 139 million square miles.
Man, that's a bunch.
That is a lot of area. So it wouldn't surprise me that there's stuff down there that ain't nobody ever seen. You know, they say, well, we can hide here. Or, you know, if you wanted a UFO to hide somewhere, then just sit out there and watch. And I mean, just sit out there and hide. Because it's a vast expanse.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy that you don't ever see nothing out there, because we take, I was on a cruise here not long ago, and coming out there, right out there and slap dab in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico, seen a flying fish, and then I seen a bird get the flying fish. You know, I mean, where'd the bird come from? It ain't like he's riding on the seagull don't just ride on a boat.
Yeah.
You know?
Alright, now let's just take this a little further. The radius, you know what the radius of the universe is that they could tell. Now this is scientific stuff here. So the radius of the universe is 46.5 billion light years.
Now that I seen a little article the other day that they was talking about out there in space, that something way on out there sent some sort of sound, but it was like a constructed sound. And it had like
Something trying to tell us.
something trying to say something.
And now something else too, I'm going to throw this out here just so that y'all can...
I mean, we can't get everybody to speak the same language in one town. So I don't know what you plan on doing, getting everybody speaking the same thing in the universe.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, that's crazy.
But now, something they found out when they had the Voyager, I think it was, it actually, I don't remember the satellite that went out of our galaxy. But whenever they went outside of the galaxy, they discovered that, hey, there's an actual, energy shell from the sun that it had to pass through. So stuff that comes through that has to have some sort of a meaning, or that energy shell will stop it. So it has to have a certain amount of strength to it. But anyway, so the universe itself is 46.5 billion light years. That's the radius of the known universe that they come up with. This light will change tomorrow. But 46.5 billion light years, and a diameter is about 28.5 gigaparsecs, which come right down to 880 yodometers, or in hillbilly terms, a long damn way.
That's what I thought.
We gotta throw that out there.
I mean, that's, man, a yodometer.
A yodometer.
I mean, who comes up with this name?
I don't know.
The writer for Star Trek or Star Wars?
I guess so. It's a yodometer. And then if you want to get right down into some of the physics and stuff like that, where they start talking about a vast number of uncalculable universes.
Oh yeah,
Different time frame universes and stuff like that. So there's a whole big thing to it.
And I'm scared to fly. Ooh, look at what I'm missing.
To put all that stuff in perspective, there is a whole daggone long way of things that people just ain't seen.
I ain't seen it.
I can't see it all.
No.
And it's hard to even comprehend. So whenever you start getting all that stuff put together, it's like, man, maybe it is possible to have a little Bigfoot running around.
Yeah.
Or a UFO running around.
Yeah. There's things that surprise me every day.
Is it always...
So I asked a question.
Yeah, Charlie said something. So all in all, when somebody says, hey look, I've seen a UFO, or all in all, I have seen a Bigfoot or whatever, let me ask you a question, just to throw this out there, or I see a ghost, or I got a ghost going on. What does it cost you to really believe what they said?
Yeah, nothing.
It don't cost you a daggone thing.
No, that's what That's the reason why. That's how come we kind of do this, because we're willing to believe what people say.
That's our motto. You look at
Yeah,
our business
we will
card,
believe
it says we will believe you.
Yeah.
Now, we believe you've seen what you've seen.
Yeah.
We're not going to get up there and say you've seen anything different. We believe what you've seen.
Yeah.
But now, whenever we do an investigation, and all of a sudden,
we might not see it.
We might not see it. Or we might discover the cat's over here doing this, or hey, that's Jupiter sitting up there in the waning side, or whatever, But I also got a saying that I kind of go by, it says, believe all things are possible. It makes life more interesting.
That's right. Yeah,
So,
it does. And we've had a pretty interesting life.
pretty interesting life. So we always try to get that.
We got to see stuff that most people don't believe. That's the craziest thing.
Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff that we've seen stuff that's just downright weird.
Yeah.
All right, now, what time? Oh, guess what time it is?
Is it?
All right, now, our particular story, I got to pull it up, is by Samantha. Samantha submitted story to this story time. So,
Hey, Andrew.
So anyway, we're sitting over there, and she caught me one day. She said, "Hey, look, I got a story for you." I said, "Okay." So anyway, this right here, she said,
Yeah, pull up a picture where they can see it.
"I'll get you the picture." This
Okay.
thing. This thing was seen crossing Twin City median in the grassy section at approximately Canal Street. It was a dark, clear night.
So that's over toward Port Nature's there. I mean, Port
Right
Nature's
towards
there.
Port Nature's. It paused and watched me pass, and I could not shake the feeling of dread for at least 2 hours. Now she sit there and seen this thing crossing into the grassy median, paused, and gave her a weird vibe. Let's go ahead and throw this picture out here.
So she draws.
She draws this thing up and what this thing looked like.
Huh.
Look at that.
That's weird.
Look, notice where the eye is sitting, because that's fixing to be here in part of the story.
Huh.
And you see how the front arms looking thing is on it. Alright. Now she said the black that was seen to absorb light. Now, I've heard that it said the shape of it was black and it seemed to absorb the light that was coming in on it. Now you think, man, that's weird. I said, I think it's weird. Let me tell you something. We've seen this or heard the story of this one time before when we was down at the Goat Man. Now this little guy was shining a flashlight up and he said, "Oh man, I seen like a vortex."
Yeah. It just sucked up the.
It just sucked up the light.
Yeah.
Now we go down there, we can't prove it, but whatever. But that's what this guy said. That he would shine a light over there and
And it
all of a
just
sudden,
disappeared.
and the light would just disappear.
And then it move it, and it'll appear all the way around that one little darkness.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's like it collects light.
So like it collected the light. He said the head was round. She said the head was round. Yellow eye.
A yellow eye.
She said the eye was yellow. Let's go back to this picture again. See where the eye is located? You see how far back in the head that eye looks?
Yeah.
And it was yellow.
And it looks like it's not like it's hairy. It looks like it's just there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like it's just an
outline or something.
an outline of a dark figure.
Yeah.
And it said it moved awkwardly like a human crawling with the entire forearms on the ground.
So it's forearms. So that's like an actual human arm.
So like this,
Yeah.
doing this. With
But
one
no legs.
yellow eye to the back of the head.
And no legs.
And no, didn't see the legs to it.
Yeah. Huh. Dang, I wish I'd have seen that.
Now, I don't have the other story, but somebody also told her when she mentioned it about it that there was one seen something similar to that around that area.
Huh. Yeah, that's towards like Needle and Port Neches area, right there across Twin City.
That's right.
You know, that's. But now you got them plants over there too, so that's you're not like you're gonna get it's all the tall grass and stuff. It's not like you'll get up there.
They'll keep that stuff kind of cut.
Yeah, kind of hidden.
So, but the thing is, that it said she said that it absorbed the light.
That's weird.
Weird. That is downright strange.
You know, I wondered if that's maybe like a demon or something.
I don't know if the demon be crawling like that, because I mean, ain't got no use. You know, what's the use of it? But that would have to be something.
That'd be like some sort of a something that nobody's talked about yet.
Well, maybe like a shadow thing.
Yeah, like a shadow creature.
Shadow creature.
Shadow
Of
figure.
some type, absorbing the light.
You know, I've seen shadow figures absorb lights.
Yeah, maybe that's a shadow figure that she had seen. There ain't no bit of telling.
I mean, that's weird.
But you know, when you sit down there and you see something, and you say, "Hey, look, I'm gonna put it on a piece of paper." You know, that's kind of, you know, that's so that you won't forget. And the detail with this, I mean, it's not a super artistic drawing or nothing, but where she put the eye,
sitting back.
it was
like
something that had to be almost, you know, so when you look at face to face at somebody, you look at both eyes. Now, if you're looking at a amphibian type thing, then the eyes is on both sides. So this is almost like an amphibian style eyeball, cause you know, and
it's yellow,
but it's only one, and it had a round head.
Yeah,
it wasn't like an alligator.
I wonder.
It wasn't.
It couldn't tell what kind of skin or nothing it was.
No, it absorbed the light.
Just absorbed the light. Huh? That's weird. But you know what that did? I got her. A ghost detector, refrigerator magnet, all things paranormal.
That's right. Let's watch our commercial one more time.
One more time.
I think I have ghosts. It's time for me to call All Things Paranormal.
And you too can have your own All Things Paranormal ghost detection refrigerator magnet. Patent pending. Now when a ghost gets up there and sees it and throws it on the... So, you know, that got up there and, you know, pretty strange.
Pretty strange.
Yeah, and by the way, from last week's story, it's confirmed it works.
That's right. If y'all want to hear about that, go back to the last
week's story.
Our ghost hunting magnet
worked.
Worked.
Patent pending now.
Patent pending. We're going to have to put a patent on that.
It's pending.
But anyway, oh look, it's that time.
Oh, well, how are we going to do one other thing?
Oh wait, we got to talk about October
the 5th.
5th.
Yeah.
You sure it's 5th?
Yeah.
I thought it was 4th. The 4th.
4th. October the 4th, that Monday.
October the 4th, Monday night, is going to be our Halloween special.
That's right.
Now, it's going to be at our favorite place.
Goliad, Texas.
Goliad, Texas. Now,
and it's been confirmed that, you know, us going there, if you review some of our old videos, we actually got it into you on film.
That's right. We got lots of stuff on film over at Goliad. We got a big cold spot on the thermal that just wreaks havoc on everything in the middle of 90-degree heat.
Yep.
We got an apparition on the thing. So we're going to be doing it on October 4th. Why? Because we got to work October.
We got to work Halloween.
Halloween night.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. There's 4 different things that you got to get ready. 5 different things you got to get ready to make a show happen. 5 schedules.
Mine, yours, ours, theirs.
That's right. Charles and Charlie's, all that. You know.
And I don't think Charlie's going to be able to make it.
I think we're going to be missing one.
Yeah, so our comic relief ain't gonna be there.
I know it. We're not gonna have nobody to make fun of it.
Yeah. Hey man, let's do a Zoltar real quick.
Oh yeah.
All right. So hey, let's listen up and see what Zoltar got to say.
Hear your fortune from Zoltar. Remember, it is a great deal better to do all the things you think you should than to spend the rest of your life wishing you had.
Huh. I believe that ought to be true.
I think so. Those Zoltar speaks right.
Yeah, we try to do our stuff.
Yeah, that's right. We live our life like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is John, or this is Luke. Go ahead. From the Paranormal Science Center in Houston,
You know, this is Don.
this is John.
All Things
Things
Paranormal.